is just in life in general, do you think it's harder for men or women? And in a relationship, who's it harder on, men or women? So one in life and one in a relationship. Venus versus Mars. What y'all got?
I think it's harder for men on both questions.
No, what you got?
Elaborate.
Right.
Like I said, it's a double standard in how boys are raised and how girls are raised. Men, in the past, or my generation are raised to be providers, and girls are essentially raised to find a husband, move into his house. I mean, it's not that simple, but the expectations for men are set as providers in all aspects, whether that be in the workplace, at the home, and your private life. And so, to me, that would be easier for a female to come into that situation where men have to kind of set that situation up. There's no situation if the man doesn't set that up. There's a certain expectation that females have of men, and we have a different expectation of women. Our expectation may be, I want my wife to cook and be a homemaker, or, make less because I'm going to be this provider, versus what our expectations of a woman. And then as far as relationships, it's kind of the same in my opinion. You have certain expectations that you have, kind of what you alluded to, just as simple as if I take a woman out, there's an expectation that I pay for that. There's an expectation if some harm comes her way, I'm supposed to protect her. I'm supposed to risk my life. And so, if you understand it and really believe that, it's kind of set up for a woman. But I do believe it's a woman's world, because we are here to do that for them. So in that sense, I'm not taking any less responsibility, but I do think it could be harder for men, if that makes sense.
Right. And that was my point, because the first part of that comes from a conversation about me being hard on my son, because I was telling his mom, like, it's easy for my daughter because she's a pretty girl to walk into a place and get a job than it's going to be for my son. It's going to be easier for her than it is for my son to walk into an establishment and to get a job. And she wasn't understanding that. So what's your thoughts on that? Hold on now, you was on mute. Go ahead now.
Absolutely. I think it's definitely in life, it's harder on a man than it is harder on a woman. I don't know. I can't. It's a thin line with that too. But it's a lot harder in your situation that you're speaking of. I honestly do see where a man has a much harder time at getting a job over a woman in some cases, because especially the color of our skin,
right,
our age, our background, where we come from, our names. A lot of stripes are against us in certain situations when it comes to that. I will say women does have a hard time as well,
right,
because to keep it funky, we put them in situations where we make it tough on them by abandoning our homes and putting them in precarious situations where they're left to now take care of not only themselves, provide for themselves, but also for our offspring, if we're not in the home, or just the things that they face as well. So I mean, it's a double-edged sword in a sense. I will say a man has a much harder time at negotiating through life, because we have so many responsibilities and so many responsibilities placed on our heads and also our shoulders by having to be the head of the household, the provider, the security detail, the professor, the know everything, but still being humbled enough to allow our woman to shine as well and be her own individual and do the things that she's known to do. So it's hard.
All right, so let's address what Sean says, because she said men in life and women in relationships, and I don't believe that women in relationships part all the way just because in relationships, I'm a simple guy. I really only need 3 things. And women need like 34 things.
And you know what, T? I wanted to ask her, all right, have you ever been in a relationship with another woman before?
You know?
They have.
Exactly. So I'm gonna say men in life and men in relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about that women in relationships part. What's your take, Dr. Wickfall? What's on your list? Because I only got 3 things on my list.
So what I need in a relationship?
Right.
I need loyalty. I need communication. I need sex. I would prefer that she cook, but it's not a deal breaker. Or be the primary cook. That's what I want.
Right.
But I don't think I got that.
How much shit is on your list, Judge?
I'm probably about 7 things strong.
Where you at now?
I'm probably about a good 2, 3, or 4.
Hey, I'm at a good 3.
I don't know. 3 that's a little light.
I'm a simple guy, man.
Yeah, I'm like 4, maybe 4. And you know what's not on my list, which I'm tired of hearing? I can cook. I don't care if you can cook or clean. You're supposed to.
You
don't say you're supposed to.
God damn, man, that was kind of raw.
They're gonna come for us now.
No. But I said it to say you're supposed not to cook and clean, because if you're living on your own, who's taking care of you? You should know how to cook and clean. That should be a given. We all should know how to do that.
So
bringing that to the table don't help me none.
What's up, Judge?
Only reason I said is a little bit more is because I like to get real in the details. Like you, all right. So remember how you always talk about like certain things you like we talk about cooking. It could be specifically catering to as far as certain needs. That's why I said that. You know what I mean? Like getting your back rubbed or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I done seen relationships where women make men lives total hell.
Right.
That shit is funny, but it ain't funny.
Look what Sean said though. He said women because we carry baggage. That's not our fault though.
Hey Sean, you ever seen a man circle the block and sit outside for about 45 minutes because he don't want to go in the house? You're like, God damn. Boy.
No, let me clarify my comment. I'm saying what I said about the cooking and cleaning is hopefully we both should know how to cook and clean. I'm not getting with you because I need a personal chef or maid. I'm not getting with you with that for that. Hopefully we already both know how to cook and clean, and you're bringing more to the table than that. That's what I meant by the cooking part, and we both supposed to know how to do that. We are. So
hey, hold on, don't be trying to backpedal there.
Nah, I'm just saying. No, I had to clarify that because a lot of times you'll hear somebody say, "Oh, I can cook," or you talking to them and you first get to talk to them and they tell you how many. One of the questions is, "What's your favorite dish?" I don't know, like, or what you cook well. Or I cook this well. I don't care. Like it means we know. Never mind. My number one thing on my list is confidence. You got to be a confident person.
Right.
If you're not, if you're weak-minded, I can't. I mean, it's hard. It's going to be hard. If you're weak-minded, you're going to allow any and everything to infiltrate your mind and cause problems in this relationship. The so-called side chicks, the so-called peanut gallery, the so-called conversations that me and my homies might have, or just talking on a Sunday night wind down. If you're not secure, then you're going to find every little thing that you're going to use to hang your head on and make that an issue. But confidence allows you to see past that and say, all right, this is what I got. This is who I am. I know what I'm about.
What the hell is Sean talking about?
When you said, had somebody ever waited outside to go in the house?
Remember she said somebody was waiting in the field?
Yeah,
one
the
time
dude that stole a trash can.
Yeah, they stole that, John.
Look, she said, nice
save,
save,
Mr. Mayor.
All right, I got a question for y'all. I got a
Hold
question.
on, T. I want to say this before you go to that about that. I think that for me, the one thing I love about Cole is that she's left-handed, and so she thinks differently than I do. Like I might see something one way, so the way that she views things in a perspective is totally different. So you know what I mean? I can lean on her to see things differently, and I value that. I value her opinion because it's just so different. It's so unique from the way I think, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
What, Doc? What made you go back? What made you circle the wagons and go back?
A number of reasons. I feel so.
Was it because of the lasagna?
Huh?
Was it because of the lasagna?
You trying to say you got some bad spaghetti?
No, hold on. Doc, was it an age thing? Do you think that you weren't ready before?
No, I don't think I was ready in the sense of I still felt I had other things I needed to do as far as I felt I was going to be missing something.
Yeah.
Get out there and be honest with you, I felt like I'd done all those things. I lived overseas, lived in Puerto Rico, and traveled all over. And when I think about the bigger picture, what do I want most? That was the person who would be most deserving. I've accumulated, some success. Who should benefit from these things? Who should, I share these things with, not necessarily, monetary things, but just my life. And so what made me circle back was just one, I knew I loved her, and I knew she didn't know that, right? And so I honestly believe, a lot of people end up with the second best option or third best option. It's very rare that you really with that person you really in love with. I'd always loved her for years. I learned how to not be with her over the years. And then I just sat back and like I said, I wanted to apologize, not even trying to get at her. I just unpacked all these feelings. I still feel that same way about her. And so we just continued to see where that would go. And, it didn't take long to know that we wanted to share our life. So for me go back was, one, I really left. I left, probably mentally, but emotionally, I was still very much connected. And we had, we had a son. We got a 22-year-old son with autism. So we always would have to essentially communicate. And she just for me, she's you guys have a person that just does it for you.
Yeah.
See that person, like that one is my Achilles heel. Now it's not a good thing all the time because you can be very vulnerable.
Right.
But I learned to be vulnerable because I think that's the only way you really get the love if you are vulnerable. So not to get all sentimental, emotional, but that's what it was.
No, that's exactly what you wanted to do. You wanted to get sentimental and emotional, but it's okay.
I'm happy.
Hey, matter of fact, I know, but you're looking like Ralph Tresvant right now. So
look, hey Judge, leave him alone. This is a no judgment zone. Man. Let him rock out.
All right. Go ahead, rock out, Doc. Go ahead.
I said my piece.
You know I'm there for you. You know what I mean. You know how you my brother. You know what I mean. But hey, can we get
no regrets? I'll say that.
Hey, can we get a little man with sensitive? Hey, can you play that, DJ?
No, we can't play the music.
Nah.
Look, Judge.
Nah, that's real talk, though. That's real talk, Kaleem.
All right, here's a question for y'all three. All right, so you just meet a girl, right? And she tells you up front, I'm never paying for a dinner date. You're the man. I'm never paying for a dinner date.
Bye. First,
what's your thought?
You already ordered the food?
I don't go fuck.
Yeah, you already ordered the food.
Bro, I don't want anybody to mess with me to tell me you're never going to do anything. So you're not even open-minded to anything. You're saying never. Nah, I don't want nothing to do with you. Bye. That's me. None at all.
Before I would like that. That would be more of a challenge for me. Like, what? Seriously? And then I would see. It would never be nothing, normally I'm assuming have no problem paying. It's kind of arrogant for her to say, had an expectation that we was gonna pay for it anyway. But that I would probably look at that back and be more of a challenge. Like, all right, we'll see. You
What
gonna
you
pay?
got, Nell?
Everything come with a price tag. That's how I look at it.
What you got, Nell?
I gotta eat anyway, so I don't care. You don't want to pay, all right, cool. But you'll, in some way, you'll pay him back. You know what I mean? Just like they say, in some way, we're paying for it, and you know what I mean. Be it we taking them out on dates or whatever, we're paying for it, and they're gonna pay for it too. So,
All right, so here's the follow up on that. You booked this vacation, right? Is it in the contract when once you book this vacation that she has to give you the yams?
What kind of who goes anywhere on a vacation without?
I'm gonna keep it funky.
Don't think it don't happen, Judge. Don't think it don't happen.
We're not going. You're not going anywhere.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you.
Don't think it don't happen because it happens.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you.
That's crazy.
I've booked a vacation. We went on a vacation for a week and we didn't have sex.
Right.
I was cool with
it.
It
Happens, Judge.
A whole week now.
I was cool with it, bro. I made the vacation plans. I flew her out. I took her to another country. Yes.
Damn.
It wasn't because I was trying to get the panties. It was just because I wanted to experience with her what I experienced by myself. I wanted to see sunsets with her. I wanted to walk the beach. I wanted to be somewhere exotic with her. It didn't matter if we had sex because that wasn't what she was all about to me.
Right.
She could pay for her own
experience.
He said
it was the experience.
If she gives you the yams, would you have taken?
Hell yeah, nigga.
I could have took the yams. Yeah, I could have took the yams or even some knowledge. I mean, it would, but it wasn't. It wasn't even dealt. It wasn't even for that.
Gotcha.
Did you say did he press her?
No, I didn't even press her. It was but it was somebody.
Y'all slept in the same bed? Y'all slept in
somebody I was in a relationship with.
Hey Dell, look what Cole said.
Don't say it. No. That ain't the reason why we're not together.
Yeah.
No, but that was actually we were in a relationship. And
I know that's right, Janine.
I wanted her to experience some of it and what she never experienced before.
You couldn't experience that in the States?
No, she's never been out. She's never been somewhere where I wanted to take her.
No, I'm talking about the not having sex part.
I mean, we're in a relationship, so it's times we didn't have sex before. So
damn.
So
look at Judge. She's like, damn, that shit hurt my heart.
I just can't. I'm not making that. I'm just not making that type of sacrifice. I say this now. If that's just the way it happened, and we fell asleep and we ain't do nothing, that's cool. But that's not on my agenda. Like, nah, I ain't doing that. Sorry.
Sometimes it just be about the experience and not just always about the physical for me.
Right.
I like the experience. The physical is awesome. Don't get it twisted like Brady. The physical is necessary.
Hey, no, I'm all the way with you, no, but we can't go on a trip. Sorry. Sorry, we can chill.
Yeah, we didn't do that, but I had a similar situation. I took one out of country, but I felt like she couldn't buy me a bottle of water or something. You know, she didn't. Bag wasn't right, so it just completely. I didn't want to do it because I felt it would change something. So I've been in that scenario with every intention of doing it, but when I got to the destination, I was like, nah.
The mood was off.
It was just different, yeah. But kind of, I saw a comment where I could have got the yams. It wasn't a trip or anything, and I didn't. And I should have, because they wanted to.
Right.
I've been trying to be a gentleman. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lead with that. And in hindsight, it made it look like you wanted, and so it can backfire. I will say that.
Do you regret not getting the yams?
All right, hold on, Judge.
Be a gentleman, like, you know, I'm cool. Just
cool.
Relax. And she like, you know, in the moment, in hindsight, I realized it was a mistake.
Look, right. Judge, all that is cool. All that is cool now. Did y'all sleep in a bed And was her ass on you? Is the question.
Nah,
Come out
nah,
the shower naked, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was yeah.
Damn,
That
dog.
That hurts.
That's a lot of discipline, bro.
But you gotta play the long game.
But sometimes
That's cool. That's the long game is cool, Dr. Wigfall. But you can't sit
not
your
even
ass.
that. But
You can't
sometimes
put your ass on me.
Not for me, that wasn't the scenario. Now the shower, yes, but not that.
Right.
But sometimes you gotta experience certain things to know if this is right for you, right? And you gotta take out all the fluff, because if you take out all the fluff and you go get right down to the bare bones of the situation, you'll see if that makes sense for you, because the fluff could overshadow your true thoughts. The sex will overshadow your thoughts. Like, damn, this shit's so good. I can't be without her. I can't be without him. But if you go in and you totally go, naked and just go for it, then you see, yo, this really, I experienced something with this person I never had the opportunity to experience with somebody else.
Okay.
This was we truly was on some grown up shit where it was about the love instead of just the physical.
No, you see that right there? No, that's my cousin. That's my cousin.
What kind of women y'all messing with? Because you gonna get these yams while we watching the sunset. Ain't no one.
Oh shit, the yams is coming out.
That's my cousin. We don't roll like that over here, man.
Oh
You
man.
said the trip was a week?
It was like 4 or 5 days, yeah.
No, I've been on a little 3 days time. Can't do no 3 days, man. 2 nights, 1 day.
Oh, this how old was you now? That's the biggest part.
I was a grown man. I was in my 30s.
Oh shit, that's tough. If you was in your 40s,
but to let it be known, this wasn't just a random who I took somewhere. This wasn't somebody who I just started talking to. This was somebody that had years invested in. So it's not like we haven't did it. It wasn't like we didn't do it before we left.
Okay.
It wasn't like we didn't do it after we came back. It wasn't like let it be known. This wasn't a random or somebody who I was trying to get whatever. This was a real true relationship. And
that's different. No, you ain't say you smashed already.
Yeah,
I said I was in a whole relationship with the girl.
Yeah, but people be in relationships and they celebrate.
I did this so she can experience something more than what she already experienced.
Yeah, she's gonna experience this out of the country dick. That's what
you was thinking about wife on her day.
When you do shit like that, that's when they on the lines that they on them type lines. Like that's not a regular type of situation.
Right.
That's not just a smash and grab type of joint. Like leave at the airport and say adios. Like that's not that.
No,
what you laughing at, Barbara?
Look, no, all that is cool, but I'm a Capricorn, man. I gotta smash. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, at the end of the day,
what y'all laughing at?
I want to too, but sometimes for the sake of your relationship, for your sake of your well-being too, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I hear you. That's
so they say, what's the difference between out of state versus in-state sex?
It's different now out of state.
It ain't the same fucking 3 positions. There ain't nothing changed.
Y'all think it's a difference? It's a difference, Dr. Wigfall?
I'm just going by what Mike Epps said.
I said it's a difference out of the country and in the country, not out of state necessarily. No difference.
I think it's different. I think it's different anywhere because
it ain't home.
Yeah. Yeah, because it ain't home.
Yeah, it ain't home.
I'm trying to mark my territory everywhere, man.
Damn right, Janine. That's what I said. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the difference for me. I ain't got no goddamn kids busting in the fucking room. That's what the difference is. Boom.
Right.
Crazy.
Boom.
Not the LBD, huh?
That's right. You gonna get this out of the country, LBD. Good show.
True that. All right, y'all got any more questions? What's
Cole
up?
trying to get you wiped up now.
What's up?
More exciting in different places.
Yeah, it is more exciting in different places.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We've been married for 10 years. We've been all over the country. I'm just happy when the kids don't knock on the door. Man, my son is a cop block, bro. I swear for God. I don't know how it's like he got a little
Look, Judge, that's what
fucking
I'm saying.
emergency sensor in his damn head.
Yeah, the kids do got that, Judge.
Cop
That's
block.
what I'm saying, Judge. So when y'all go on a trip by yourself, it's not, a little push with it, like.
Nah, we good. We good. We nah, honestly, when we go to the country, we do a lot of resting. We
That's
eat
what I'm
good, we
talking
rest.
about.
Nah, but we get it in though now. But it ain't you know what I'm saying? We get it in, but it's just not like 24/7. We be more on some shit. We ain't got no kids. We ain't got to take nobody nowhere.
Right.
You know, our bodies just be in sync, and probably that's what happened when you get married for so long. We just be in sync. We be chilling.
I think that's because y'all still got toddlers, man.
Hell no, the fucking older kids is worse than the damn toddlers. Believe it or not, the fucking teenagers are worse, bro.
That's crazy.
They fucking needy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm locking the door on whoever, man.
it don't matter.
I don't
They
give a
still
fuck.
gonna,
I don't
Yo.
give a fuck if it's the toddlers, the teenagers. I don't give a fuck. I'm
well,
locking the door.
I ain't talking about the sex part. It ain't. I'm talking about life in general is the teenager. But Cole is so good. She be like, somebody gonna knock on the door in about 5 minutes. She be nailing that shit. I be like, damn. And here, she said, I told you. I'm like, you know what?
That's crazy.
Kick everybody out the damn house. I'm
All
out
right,
of here.
Judge, what's up?
Ain't nothing, man. It's 10 o'clock. Dr. Wigfall, thank you for coming on, man. Really enjoyed you, man. Had a lot of fun. And congrats again on your matrimony, man. And hopefully I'll be there with you to celebrate. But any parting words you would like to give to everybody on the Sunday Night Wind Down?
First, I'd like to thank you and T. Definitely invite me. I always have a good time. Definitely a pleasure meeting you now. You know,